Agora vamos ver uma coça aqui. Puxa, podia ter uma saidinha ali, né? E aí, Celo? Como é que tá?
Is it true what I'm hearing, Sid?
Que horror!
Oh, bother. What am I to do now, Clive?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt and collect them.
And you'd have this someone be me.
Baby.
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both.
Vamos ao rincão centricional.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Look at this place. We spent half a day.
Let's hope the draper has Hortense's cloth.
Might I interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker or herringbone?
Just some linen. 2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Bucklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
It usually is. So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes,
South.
hopefully carrying all manner of spices and goodies. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, well then, be safe.
Saco. Que nada é tão fácil.
Come on.
Hoje é dia do rock, eu ia fazer Guitar Hero. Mas essa gameplay aqui já tá muito atrasada.
deserve a rest.
Taram, tararara. Nossa, esse tema de combate é um dos melhores temas do Final Fantasy de combate. Muito empolgante.
Let's go. Faster. That damn bird's a menace.
She meant nothing by it, I swear.
Cadê meu linho?
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they hardly damaged us all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that feather-brain trampled me. I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
Garrison.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Bocklad, would you?
I am. But,
Por que está desanimado,
someone from the
Marcelo?
market send you. Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
Que rolou?
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to collect!
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
Porrada!
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that.
Não há mal que o tempo não cure, Marcelo. Não há ferida que perdure.
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
Did he hurt you?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the Great Lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
O que deu errado, Celo?
So, you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price.
Você tá sendo
If you don't
passional.
mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Bocklad. Farewell.
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'd be wanting your linen.
Não é fácil falar, eu só sou
Happy to know both
pragmático,
bolts
é
arrive
diferente.
safely along with the rest of the delivery. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle. Free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
How's that done then? Now it's back to Hortense with her cloth.
Tipo, you hide it behind it, behind it, behind it, false man. And you know my feelings, and that's how remains of your bed.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry. I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
Let's see here. One bolt of red, one bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Krieger's ghost. If that devilit of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, no. Oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
I don't know.
Linho preto bordado, seda branca continental, veludo vermelho luxuoso. Veludo vermelho luxuoso.
I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill. Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but
Cara,
when my
assim,
father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories,
nossa, eu tô ficando com
Jill
frio
was
na
taken
perna,
as a
caramba.
ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd
Só
offer to sew her
segundo.
something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh. Sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
Assim, olha, ninguém nunca conhece 100% de uma outra pessoa, né? As pessoas só sabem da gente aquilo que nós queremos que elas saibam. Eu prefiro não criar uma persona pra internet, que era até o que a gente tava discutindo ontem, né? Então a pessoa do canal é a mesma pessoa que que eu sou real. Mas isso é a minha preferência. Eu gosto de ser autêntico, mas entendo que não é todo mundo que gosta de se expor. Cara, tá marcando uma quest em verde que eu não estou vendo.
I've done what I can, but the rest is up to you. You need to start taking better care of yourself.
Taria. Ui, nu.
Understood.
Se cobre, mulher.
Thank you.
The curse has spread. Make sure she rests.
If it hurts, you can tell me, you know. I'll understand.
I can bear it.
Maybe you shouldn't have to.
a gente cresce.
Not anymore.
E é interessante que a gente sempre tem duas opções, né?
This isn't just your struggle, Clive. It's ours. And when we see how hard you fight,
As mães são
it
assim.
inspires us to do the same. Oh,
Nunca assistiu Minha Mãe é uma Peça? Que ela chegava lá, Marcelina tá com problema de intestino, não caga faz 3 dias. Se ela conta pra todo mundo, né? Os problemas da Marcelina. É o que as mães fazem. As mães adoram fazer isso e é da natureza delas. Talvez quando as pessoas façam isso de contar um problema que não nem é dela para outras, é para tentar ver se as outras pessoas de repente têm alguma opinião que possa ajudar uma possível solução. Então ela não faz por mal.
would you rather we left you to save the world all on your own?
No. That's not... Ignore me.
Demorou esse beijo, hein? Vai rolar ou não vai?
Clive, where are you?
De novo?
In here.
Puta que pariu, você virou empata foda de primeira, hein? Segunda vez que você faz isso já.
Rosaria's under attack.
What?
This isn't the Dalmekian army we're talking about. It's the men of the Rock from Drake's Fang. Hugo Kupka's private guard. There is in hell in Rosalith, trying to batter down the castle gates.
Eu adoro o som do TH.
Looking for me.
Rosalith.
Seems that way. Reckon old Hugo has finally worked out who Sid really is.
Then this is just another trap.
Ah, it's a trap, all right. The daddy of all fucking traps.
I'm going to Rosalith.
Olha que delícia.
That's exactly what he wants you to do, Clive.
Look, I don't know why Kupka harbors such a grudge against Sid. But as long as it's left to fester, our world will never know peace. He has dragged the rest of Storm into this pointless war just to find me. Besides which, I'm not about to stand and watch while my home gets ground into the dirt. Hugo Kupka must die.
I've lost enough friends to that man already. I don't want to lose any more. So let's go and kill the bastard.
Os amigos estão aqui para ajudar as pessoas também, querido, não é
I'm
caridade.
coming too. After all, we're in this together.
All right.
Você conversou com ela?
I should probably
Racionalmente.
speak to her before leaving. We need to know what we're getting ourselves into.
Ali, ó, a cruzinha verde que eu quero tá pra lá.
Back, are ya? What do you want?
Opa! Mas parece que temos uma espada mais forte do que a minha, finalmente. Acalma seu coração, conversa com calma com ela amanhã, sabe? Deixa para outro dia, porque a gente não deve conversar com as pessoas num dia que a gente tá irritado. Você vai acabar falando que você não deve. Ok, espada de platina é mais forte então agora.
Should last you a good while.
Quero equipar, quero reforçar ela para espada de platina mais 2. Porque sou desses.
My best work, but it'll do.
Agora eu quero. Nossa, que delícia! Opa! Temos cinto de platina. É, porque os de matar Draco eu ainda não posso fazer. Ok.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. Not my best work, but it'll do. Should last you a good while. Yeah, that should do you.
Finalmente tenho equipamento mais Como eu ia dizendo na hora que interrompi brutalmente o meu discurso, eu mesmo sempre tive a opção de ser uma pessoa low profile, né? De não falar da minha vida pra ninguém, de não precisar ser assumido. Mas eu fiz uma escolha. Eu também não acho que eu preciso escancarar a minha vida, mas também não devo nada pra ninguém, não preciso esconder nada de ninguém. E isso é um alívio.
Sid, I know that when we came to the hideaway, we chose to let go of our past in order that we might focus on our future.
We did.
Nonetheless, I was wondering if... Well, I know you are from Rosaria, and I'm in need of someone with intimate knowledge of those lands. Apparently, the Duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm. Among them is a flower called a Morganbeard that increases the potency of lesser medicines.
I can't say that I've had much practice healing. My youth was spent in the Bailey.
A shame. You see, the hideaway relies heavily upon medicines procured from afar. And when those shipments are late, well, it's our sick who suffer. If we could find this flower and learn to grow it here, we might save many lives. However, as you are well aware, Imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me, untrained in the military arts. Now, I'm not asking the busiest man in the hideaway to drop everything and make the journey for me, but if you happen to be in the Duchy on other business...
Tell me of these Morganbeards, then.
Morganbeards.
Of course.
Morganbeards.
If my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes. Oh, and they grow in the marshes of Sorrowwise. If I am to propagate them here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to seed. And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory creatures. Nothing you cannot handle, though, I'm sure.
Dou. Só não vou priorizar a sua missão, meu queridão, mas eu tô indo pra lá e já faço. Sabe como é? Sou um Cid ocupado.
Let us know if you find any rotten planks. I'll see about replacing them.
Cara, só essa velocidade de corrida que é irritante.
Gov gave you the news, then?
We're leaving for Rosalith. But not before I know exactly what's going on. What have we heard?
All sorts. Nobody was expecting the Delmex to open up a new front against the Empire, least of all our friends in the provinces. Reports have been rolling in from all over the place, with no two saying the same thing.
Dito isso, você tá com algum problema? Tá precisando de alguma coisa?
If you're set on going, you'll want to talk to her.
Understood.
Ai, sempre Vivian.
Ah, if it isn't my favorite pupil. Let's see now. Where did we leave? Well, this is a surprise. My lectures are rarely so well attended.
You know what they say? A little knowledge, can't hurt?
We're going to Rosalith to deal
Se
with
você tá
Kuka.
dizendo.
What's the situation there?
Whoa there, Lord Rossfield. I'm sure you're champing at the bit to return to your roost. But to fully understand the present situation, one must first understand how it came to be.
Senta que lá vem história.
Let us begin with the story of Hugo Kupka, or the permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian government.
Parece o Thanos
to
sem
give
tá
him his
azul.
formal title. In a republic founded on commerce, there could hardly be a more influential position. It has granted him both extraordinary wealth and extraordinary power. Not that he ever wanted for the latter. Being Titan's dominant, he is also Dalmekia's last line of defense, a fact he has used to his considerable advantage. Why, he was even able to pry Drake's Fang, one of the pillars of the Republic, from Parliament's grip. And he was quick to buy the loyalty of the Fang's protectors. Today they are his faithful creatures, a private army in all but name. The self-same army that marches upon Rosarian soil as we speak. By which I mean Imperial soil, not that you need reminding of the fact. Suffice it to say, the Empire's attentions are elsewhere at present, deadlocked as it is with Dalmekia over its occupation of the Crystalline Dominion, where its legions are now gathered. Scarcely a handful of garrisons remain to secure its western provinces, and half of them left after the fall of Drake's Breath. With the threat of the Ironblood thus diminished, they had little cause to fear a maritime invasion. And so today, only a token force guards the former duchy's shores, as Kupka was quick to descry. He landed his troops on the Rosarian coast without encountering so much as a single ship. All for you, Clive. He wants your head. And so he and his men advance upon Rosalith, not to capture the province, but to draw you out.
Não duvido disso, mas como eu não sei do que se trata, fica difícil opinar, queridão.
Sailed up the coast. What of Port Isolde then? Is the city safe?
Quite, according to the Guardians of the Flame. The Dalmekian fleet floated by without incident, but not without remark. When they learned Kupka's forces were making for Rosalith, our friends were quick to begin arranging the exodus of her citizens. And so the stage will soon be set for your heroic homecoming. Alas, it will be a more trying task to enter the capital than it was to leave it. Hugo's men hold Buet Bridge, despite the Imperials' repeated attempts to wrest it back from their grasp. And they were careful not to repeat the Empire's mistake in neglecting their coastal defenses. The seas around Rosalith are firmly under Dalmekian control. So tell me, pupil mine, what do you believe to be the best route to Rosalith?
The north. We cross the northern border near Phoenix Gate, then take the road through Stillwind down to the capital. Hardly the quickest route, but at least we won't be spotted.
A little local knowledge goes a long way, and so must you.
We'd best get a move on then.
Oh, will you be going too?
Aye. I've been waiting a long time to give that fucker a taste of his own medicine. I would have missed this for the world.
All right. We should be on our way.
Lead on.
Sing with us, sing for the year. Sing for the round, sing for the years. Sing for today. Ah, tá aqui o que eu preciso, ó. Não, pera, isso aqui é outra quest, eu acho. Norte de Rosária. Rosária era aqui, é isso? Não, aqui é Rosalite. Rosária Central. Rosária Central. Sudoeste. Meridional. Oriental. Norte de Rosária só pode ser aqui. Eu vou olhar lá antes. Vai que depois não dá pra fazer essa quest, não é? Opa, olha lá, ó. Mas espera. Tá. Aqui, ó. Raiz do problema. Putz, é do lado do repouso da Marta mesmo. Between dusk and day, before the sunrise, the city will begin to live its cry.
Those of us who are still
Feelings,
here.
if you ask, happens everywhere. Every little corner has its there. Mas por que que você seria anormal só porque as pessoas sabem coisas de você? Não tô entendendo. Você tá muito confuso hoje, hein? Você tá fazendo a esfinge, hein? Não gosto de abelha. Sai. Vespa!
The marshes near the Abbey are certainly damp. Let's see if they're damp enough for Morgan beards.
Goblin jardineiro. O que é isso que veio? Tá louco? Onde estão as bergamotas? Ali, ó.
This goblin. Certainly wasn't wrong about them being attracted to the flowers, though.
Olha que poder maravilhoso. Agora vem trovão, vem.
bright yellow.
Eu não trato ninguém diferente por causa de problema, Marcelo.
I've gone to this much trouble. Might as well gather as many as I can. There's something familiar about this scent. It reminds me of home. Hopefully this will be enough. I've had my fill of goblins.
Eu não trato diferente nem aquele amigo meu que tem uma bola só.
Take care, Clive.
Então você tá se relacionando com as pessoas erradas.
It is rare that we see you so often in the backyard, Sid. What brings you to the gardens?
I found your flowers.
Yes, wonderful. These are almost identical to the plates in my tome. Did you have any trouble locating them?
Finding them was the easy part, but it's odd. They remind me of my childhood somehow. I don't remember these flowers specifically, but you must have grown them in the castle garden. If the petals are meant to improve the effectiveness of medicines, it's possible that the court physicers grew them for the tinctures and treatments they made my brother.
If the ducal healers were convinced of their properties, that is all the more reason to begin growing our own supply here. Oh, allow me to use some of the flowers you brought me to make something that might aid you on your travels. I need only a moment to extract the essence from the petals.
Aos olhos da sua mãe, você vai ser sempre criança. A minha me trata como criança até hoje. Faz parte do processo, querido. E quando não tiver ninguém pra te tratar assim, você vai sentir falta.
And here we are.
A gente cresce pra descobrir que é bem difícil ser homem e ser adulto.
A single drop added to any one of your restoratives will increase its potency. At least I hope it will.
Ótimo, acabaram as quests, né? Nice. Let's kick some ass.
Fortify the castle gates at once.
Hugo and his men have been busy. They've already breached the castle's outer wall. The Imperials are holding the ground for now, but it's only a matter of time before the keep falls.
Vai ter luta contra o Titã, hein? It's gonna be epic. Como será que eu faço pra entrar no Discord do do Play. Não tá mais aqui quem falou, Marcelo.
All this for one man. They didn't have to go so far.
If you keep your wits about you, I reckon you can make it up to the castle without raising the alarm. I'll sniff out any townsfolk who haven't escaped yet and send them on their way.
Be careful.
Likewise. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Deixa eu ver se eu acho aqui como entrar no Discord.
I thought I was ready for this, but
I know. It's like a nightmare. This was our home. Come on, Clive. We have to keep going.
Confuso. E aí, Dix, como é que tá? If you wish to keep everything in one console and not rely on a mobile phone, you come to the right place. Below will show you how to Discord on your PS5. The PS5 doesn't come with internet browsing features, which is surprisingly considered its predecessor. The PS4 included an internet browser ready to use from the get-go. However, that doesn't prevent users from navigate to links on PS5. PS5 users are encouraged to use PlayStation Network and PlayStation Party chat. And you can send and receive... Ah, eu só tô dando uma olhada pra ver como é que faz pra usar o Discord no Play 5. As you can send and receive messages from the other players this way. These messages may include links to websites which can be opened even though the PS5 doesn't have a browser you can open. Launch PS Party on your console and pick a friend you wish to message. Send them www.discord.com as a message. Select and open the link. When you reach the official Discord website, sign into your account. Start chatting with your friends on a voice channel. You can also tap on the test channels as normal, but voice chat is a much better choice. When in a game, the trick is the simplest math, and we recommend get a compatible headset as you won't be able to speak to others without a microphone. However, if you prefer better audio quality and don't mind linking your PC and PS5, ai, pera, que agora eu perdi a linhagem aqui da coisa, Dix. Vincula a conta do Discord nas configurações do Play. Isso eu já fiz. Aí você abre o Discord no celular, entra na call, arrasta pra cima e clica em entrar pelo PlayStation. Tá, pera aí. Abre o Discord no celular. Ninguém falou nada aqui, ok. Aí eu entro aqui no live. Não tem ninguém aqui ainda. Experimente bate-papo de voz pelo console. Entrar com PlayStation. Selecione PS5. Entrar na chamada no PlayStation. Ah! Nice! E aí? Valeu, Dix. Pronto, tô na cal. Estou na cal! E agora vamos para o pau.
This isn't an invasion. It's a massacre.
He'll stop at nothing, Clive. Nothing.
Nossa, se tem coisa que eu aprecio nas gerações atuais é a fumaça. Olha aquilo ali, ó. Nossa, isso aqui tá parecendo Game of Thrones quando... Relaxa, Dix. Isso aqui tá me lembrando Game of Thrones, quando a Daenerys passa lá com Dracarys em Port Royal. Aliás, esse Final Fantasy tá muito Game of Thrones, né?
Why do this?
Cara, a hora que ele invocar o Titã aqui na cidade, a coisa vai ferver. Pancadaria, vamos lá. Proteção. Alguns oponentes lançaram feitiços de proteção para criar... Ah, tá bom, não vou deixar. Quem é o mago? Protego. Ah, ok. Você é o mago, então, ok. Era o mago, né? Mas o efeito passa quando ele morre, né? Acho que eu quebrei sua proteção, não é? Subiu de level. Belicita. Deixa eu acessar o chat aqui com a minha conta. Em vez de acessar com o jogo velho. Pra eu poder pinar uma mensagem pra galera não esquecer de deixar o like. Um monte de gente entra na live e não deixa o like pra gente, bicho. Like não é culpa de dar vontade. Não, que eu não posso dar com a vontade também. Galera linda, não esquece de deixar o like maroto pro canal crescer igual o pau do Kid de Bengala. Tamo junto. Agora a gente fixa a mensagem lá em cima, ok. Pronto.
Look what we have here.
Gentlemen.
O chefe deles aí, o cara que cuida do Titã, é 2 em 1, ele é Kupika. Bem, vocês. Dizia? Morreram com um golpe, parece? Ah!
down with me, then! For the Empress! Out of our way!
Vocês viram que eu deixei os outros no furacão, né? Eu não quis ser ofensivo. Tem gente que não é muito chegada em rola que nem eu. Opa, você tá vivo ainda? Eu esquivei, caralho, tá louco? Não faz? Cara, esse poder de furacão é animal. Esses de estamina. Ah, mas tem uns shrines mais legaisinhos pra fazer. Você pode deixar os mais chatos pra trás. Tem um monte que eu não fiz ainda. Porque tava chato e eu queria me divertir. 905 pontos. Cria um raio globular que ao atingir o inimigo encadeia eletricidade. Convoca uma vitória tempestade elétrica. Eu tô gostando do que eu tô usando de eletricidade. 1000. Quando a barra de transcendência estiver cheia para manifestar parcialmente, melhorando o empenho em batalha durante o curto período. 1000. Ah, eu vou juntar para fazer esse aqui. Com esse engine, não é animal furacão. Uhum. Não são pedras, são aerolitas. Eu devia responder a quinta série pra você, a hora que você falou, não é animal, é furacão. Meu pau no seu buracão. Cuidado que eu tô todo gozado hoje, viu? Bate, vagabundo. Eu falei pra bater, pra levar um counter bem gostoso no meio da fuça. Não vai castar nada. Tire a mão do meu cachorro, ridículo. Então não é Ave Maria, mas é cheia de graça. Todo mundo quer ir pro céu, mas ninguém quer morrer. É, não tem espaço suficiente para levar nada, nunca tem. ver se não quebra essa bosta dessa defesa. Para de caçar essa porra! Voou! Ui! Cara, adorei esse poder! A mulher vai dormir aqui hoje. Mas estamos chiques, hein? Já tá virando casamento.
They have a curl.
Fique frio, Dix. Vai lá se divertir, queridão. Uma mantícora?
Ready?
What do you think?
Trovão Aurora! Bata!
We need to stop it.
Bata! Você só vai acertar quando eu quiser que você me acerte. Eu avisei.
Let's make this count.
Fraco. Tanto quanto genérico, eu gostei, tão escandaloso. Mas as magias do Final Fantasy, tipo Fire Thunder, que né, Fire, Firaga, sabe, os que vão aumentando, são sempre genéricos.
Or should I say Lord Rosfield? I've been looking for you for a very long time.
Let her go, Kuka.
I'm so glad you accepted my invitation. I went to some trouble with the decorations. Do you like what I've done with the place?
Bastard.
Such a pity your
Tira a mão da Gil, seu vagabundo.
join us. But I am sure you will prove compelling company.
Vira Shiva! E aí, Rigo, bom dia.
Little snowflake, I would not have you melt before your starring moment.
Shiva não é da MK? É, também. Mas essa Shiva é com I. Achei que já tinha amassado.
Now, on to the festivities.
Cara, eu vou matar muito ele. Quase nenhum é interligado a rigor. Os únicos Final Fantasy que são sequências um do outro é o Tactics 1 com o Tactics 2, o 13-1 com o 13-2, o 10-1 e o 10-2. Só. Todos os outros são sempre lugares diferentes e histórias diferentes. A única similaridade que todos os Final Fantasies compartilham são 3 personagens: o Edges, o Biggs e o Sid. Os 3 têm em todos os personagens. Embora sejam personagens diferentes de um para o outro. Tipo, o Sid no 7 é mecânico, sabe? Aliás, minto, né? O Sid é. Às vezes eles são mecânicos. O Cid no 7 e o Cid no 15 é mecânico. Mas no 15 ele é um mecânico de carro. No 7 ele é um mecânico de naves. É, o Edges e o Biggs são sempre personagens secundários de alguma forma. E o Edges e Biggs são 2 pilotos mas não é o mesmo personagem, é o mesmo nome. O Edges e o Biggs, eles são uma homenagem a 2 pilotos de Star Wing do Star Wars. Então, o Sakaguchi era fã e colocou desde o primeiro Final Fantasy sempre tem um personagem chamado Edges e sempre tem um personagem chamado Biggs. Aqui, por exemplo, é Sidolfus e aqui ele não é mecânico. No resto, as histórias elas não se. Ah, e cristais. Todos os Final Fantasy têm cristais mágicos. O que não tem cristal, que é o 7, por exemplo, tem as matérias, que são as pedrinhas que soltam magia, né? Que, que, tem, que tem energia Mako. Não, o Sephiroth, na verdade. Peraí, tem mais alguns que são interligados, perdão. Você falou de Sephiroth, tem o Crisis Core, que é a história anterior ao 7, né? Que conta como é que o Sephiroth virou vilão, inclusive, e quem era o vilão antes dele, né? E por que que ele se transformou. E conta a origem do Cloud, né? E o 7. E tem o Dirge of Cerberus, que é. Você joga com o Vincent, que conta a história do Vincent. Eles são meio interligados. O 7 meio que tem ali uma série dele mesmo. Tanto que vai sair jogo novo agora, continuando, fazendo parte do mesmo universo do 7 ali. Falando nisso, eu preciso comprar o Crisis Core Remake.
Where do you want me?
Em teoria, você pode escolher qualquer um e jogar em separado.
You! Bring the prisoner!
Você poderia pegar, depois que em seu monitor, é só uma ideia, tá? Você poderia fazer algumas lives lá no RCats. Você pode trocar o nome do canal pra fazer tipo RGOT alguma coisa, sabe? Pra denotar, como eu fiz aqui, separei os canais pra você poder transmitir outros jogos diferentosos assim. Agora que seu PC é melhor também, você pode emular esses jogos, porque se você emular, por exemplo, o 7, se você emular, tem legenda em português, né? Já dá uma facilitada na vida. E seria legal. E assim você pode jogar alguma coisa sem Ah, então aquele canal do Eu Sou o Legião que ele tá usando agora era o Riquetes? Não sabia. Ah, então era por isso que eu não lembrava de ter me inscrito no canal dele e eu já tava lá? Agora tudo faz sentido. Achei que eu tava tendo amnésia. Mas que esteja ligando o monitor, né? Melhor resolver e outra, né? Você vai comprar um monitor novo, é Full HD, sabe? Na verdade, você tem duas opções. Se você não tem tanta necessidade do Full HD, por exemplo, do 1080p, você pode comprar o monitor 720p, que é monitor TV, que além dele economizar a memória do seu computador, da placa de vídeo e tudo mais, às vezes você consegue comprar dois, talvez, com aquele valor da rifa. Então, tipo, é uma opção também, né? Mas assim, compra um monitor novo na caixa, bonitão, sabe? Pra você não ter problemas futuros. Então monta outro canal do zero pra você. Aí você pode transmitir outros jogos diferenciados. Você põe o Pix lá na tela porque ele não vai ser monetizado e as pessoas doam pra você pôr Pix naquele.
That's no more than she deserves for getting into bed with an outlaw.
We should get into mine.
Isso é, se você quiser jogar, né? Coisas além de
Lord
Mario.
Kupka commands your presence. You're to bear witness to the girl's execution.
Such a waste.
Isso aí!
Gav. Shh.
Samsungs, os LGs. Eu sou, assim, eu sou desconfiável em dizer porque eu só uso LG quase aqui em casa. Para não dizer que eu não tenho Samsung, eu tenho uma TV de tubo HD, porque a Samsung só que tinha esse modelo. Esse modelo não tem na LG. Se esse modelo tivesse na LG, talvez eu tivesse uma LG. E eu tenho uma Sony de tubo, que é a melhor TV de tubo para retro games, sabe? Então, tipo, as exceções. O resto, absolutamente todas as TVs. Eu tenho LG de tubo, eu tenho LG de plasma, eu tenho LG LCD e tenho LG de LED em casa. Eu tenho praticamente todas as gerações de LG. Uma das LGs que eu tenho aqui tem bem mais de 20 anos. Tipo, é muito tempo. Então, tipo, acho que eu vou fazer um vídeo pro TikTok. As minhas TVs. O Dix é chique, tem um 24 curvo. Eu tenho dois 24 que eu uso para as lives aqui no PC, mas não são curvos. É uma LG Scarlett LCD Full HD e uma TV LG 720p que fica do ladinho aqui. Dix, o seu é curvo para esquerda ou para direita?
Fetters are a bastard to open, just so you know. Don't worry, I'll have them off before you can blink.
Where's Jill?
In the courtyard.
Shit. We have to hurry.
Que?
The Imperials have sounded the retreat and cleared out of the castle. But the place is still
Ai, que
swarming with
delícia!
Kupka's men.
Leave them to me.
I'll make my way up top and circle round the back.
Digo,
Quick as you like,
é...
eh? Nearly forgot.
Eu sabia que você ia falar isso. Eu ia até comentar, mas cadê o branco? As informações que temos do Dix agora. Ah, não, eu não vou compartilhar com você que você não vai querer saber, Rigo. Deixa pra lá. Lá, 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 lá.
Hold on, Jill. I'm coming.
Olha a minha espada de platina, que coisa mais linda. A outra lendária também que eu tava usando é linda, meu Deus do
I
céu.
have to get to the courtyard.
A outra ela tortona pra esquerda também, era quase uma cimitarra. Eu juntei os 1000 pontos? Cadê? Juntei!
could you let her die?
Nossa, olha aquele pátio como tá diferente do começo do jogo. Cara, ele não pode matar ela.
I hope you've got a plan, Clive, because we are fucked if you don't.
Cara, esse lobo é igualzinho o Wolf Link. Ele tá se transformando? Caralho! Nossa! Vem aqui, filha da puta, que eu preciso te matar. Dano sem cor.
Jill, can you stand?
Come, Lord Rosfield. Don't tell me you tire of my entertainment.
Enough!
Yes. Perhaps it is time we served the main repast.
Manda o que você quiser, filho, que eu vou matar.
Hungry!
Need this?
Much obliged.
Stay close. We're getting out of here. And Toggle, thank you.
Take all of their heads!
Care to explain what the fuck your dog just did?
Later, everyone. With me. That includes you, Toggle.
Já falei que você vai encostar em mim quando eu quiser. E eu não quero.
Can you still fight?
I can try.
Too slow. You're finished. Nice try.
Toma um counter então, vai.
Too slow.
Manda mais que tá pouco.
Still breathing, are you?
Excellent. Then Lord Kupka's reward shall be ours.
2 desse? Caramba!
I thought bad news always came in threes.
Let them come.
You're a fine hound.
Eles são magrinhos, será que voa? Você agora.
Nice try. it's over.
For now. But I bet that wasn't the last of them. And they won't stop hunting us until Kupka's dead. So you get in there and finish the job, eh?
Go on. If they come again, we'll hold them back.
All right. But be careful.
Porrada! Vou matar o Lorde 2 em 1. O Lorde Kupka. Mas o Arrigo trocou a fonte recentemente.
He'll die by my hand.
O salão onde o pai dele sentava, mano. Nossa, que atrevimento.
Trouble on the way.
Just enjoying your entertainment.
Ah,
How gratifying.
a fonte não aguentava, você quer dizer, nesse caso.
Have you come to defend your father's throne, Lord Rosfield? The Grand Duchy of Rosaria. A realm without a ruler, an army, even a people. A veritable kingdom of dust.
Eu achava que era o Thomas que tinha que te dado.
Truly,
Sabia que tinha
I
sido
see
Corumba.
no throne to defend.
Filha da puta.
Enough of your games, Kupka. Just tell me what you want.
Sid's head in a box. Imagine my disappointment when I learned that he met his end at the hand of another. And my relief to learn that you had taken up his thrice-damned name. Your master slew Benedicta Harmon and defiled her body.
Ah, mandou a cabeça dela pra ele.
If you choose to bear that murderer's name, then you shall answer for his crimes.
The only crimes I shall answer for are my own. Sid did everything in his power to save that woman, though she was long past saving. And so I did what he couldn't. It was me all along, Hugo.
It was you.
Idiotão. Chupa.
You killed her.
Com gosto ainda. Foi um chefe muito bom de matar.
I did.
Inclusive ela foi o melhor até agora. Espero que você supere. Ai, fica putinho. Vira titã.
Then I am fortunate indeed. I had thought the most I could wish for was to take the life of one he loved, just as he did to me. But it seems I was wrong. And I shall have my revenge. We shared a dream. I would be the king of the world. She would be my queen. And together, we would rule like the gods we are. But you crushed that dream, ground it into dust. Hear me, Rosefield! You will pay for what you've done. I'll tear you apart with my hands!
And what have you? How many people have you killed? How many dreams have you crushed?
You're
not the only one who's seen their world fall apart around them. You'll get no pity from me, Kuka. No pity and no mercy. Now die!
Lento demais. Lento. Bata, vai. Bate. Não, toma counter então, vai. Eu nem comecei, cara. Acertou um. Filha, eu jogo Sekiro, você acha que você vai me matar? Olha o golpe da sua namoradinha. Você caiu, neném?
By my hand, Rusty. My hatred for you is unending. And yield then. Let this house be your grave. What? Oh, shit. The world has chosen. I am in my element. There's no escape. The earth will always be my domain.
Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da-da-da. Olha, tirou um pingo de vida minha. Tá crescendo. Ok. Bye bye, Hugo Kupika. Mas ele vai virar o gigante ainda. Não vai ser tão fácil assim, não. Au! Tomar um banho de sangue, um banho de sangue. Nossa. Na história de hoje, amiguinhos, aprendemos que não devemos lutar com as mãos vazias contra uma espada. E legal que em inglês não fala, inglês britânico não fala o H quase, daí fica my hands. Acabei de roubar o poder dele. Me dê, papai. Ai, como é que ele tá batendo aquilo no chão, bicho? Sem as mãos, acho difícil. Nossa!
There. You mustn't get yourself worked up.
Wait!
Another time, Mythos.
Toda hora aparece alguém misterioso nesse jogo. Tá parecendo novela mexicana. Ah, não.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Well, load of scum. Who the fuck invited them? Not that that's the biggest surprise we've had today. Where did you learn to do that, Torgal? Not telling, eh? Suit yourself.
Gav, we have to find Clive.
Right, sorry.
Não encosta no meu cachorro.
You missed one.
We were worried.
So was I. I was so close. If it hadn't been for my gift, I would have finished him.
I'm just glad you got out of there alive.
When did the Royalists arrive?
Right after you went inside. Just when we thought we were shot of Titans lot. In pile Odins. Not enough of them to worry us, though.
No. You didn't see the one who took Kukra away.
So, what? You think they came here to save him? Well, I'll be fucked if I know what's going on, but every minute we spend racking our brains, that bastard's getting further away. So what do we do?
We go back to the hideaway. I'm too tired to think. As are you, by the looks of it. And after what Jill's been through. Let's worry about Kupka later, shall we?
Aye. All right. Well, give us a chance to solve the riddle of your magic mud, too. Hey, how you feeling? Ready to go home?
É a casa dele, o trono dele por direito, mano. Imagine o ódio dele. Troféuzinho rosa do crepúsculo.
Just look at the state of you. You're more of a wreck than this place. Is this what you call taking better care of yourself? No more excuses, your ladyship. I order you to rest. Fine. I'll rest.
Don't worry, Gav. She's in good hands.
She's in good
We
hands.
should have never let her fall into Hugo's. Back when he had some like. The question is, where is he now?
And what the hell were those royalists doing there?
She's in good hands.
Otto may have heard something. I'll talk to him.
And I'll talk to Torms.
The lawsman? About what?
About your faithful hound for a start. If any four-legged friend's ever done that before, I'm betting Torms will have read about it. But what I want to know is, what happens afterwards? It's all well and good Torgal saving our arses, but if it costs him what it cost Jill...
Right. Let me know if you learn anything.
Will do. And you do the same, eh?
Jill, listen to Taya.
I will. Thank you.
Uhum. Tem counter agora.
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
She's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the Cursebreakers and their other friends in the West, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvassing in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the Professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Quem é sexo? Vou caçar esse minotauro. Que guaxinim? Eu não disse guaxinim? Bebeu, Marcelo? Que é que você tá tomando que eu quero? $12.000. Tô terminando. Não estamos mais falando sobre você, lembra? Cara, esse lanche tá muito bom. Bom.
Not here. Let's go.
Oi?
Fly, Ambrosia.
Se eu fosse um minotauro gigante, onde eu estaria? Achei.
Can't let that thing work free so close to the end. Time to take the bull by the horns.
Ok.
Nice try.
Bate.
Too slow. Nice try. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. Nice try.
Olé! Então morre então.
Well, the locals will sleep easier without him at their gaze. I needed that.
O outro tava Sul de Rosária. Mas eu não lembro onde é, eu vou ter que olhar.
villains have been up to their old tricks again.
É gostoso fazer essas caçadas.
Come on, Otto. Cough.
Só que tá nas ruínas dos decaídos, nas proximidades do repouso de Marta também. Tá, e esse aqui é nos morros em campos da região sul de Rosária. Cara, esse aqui eu não tenho nem a noção de onde seja. Aqui é sudeste, central, meridional. Três Juncos. Cara, nem sei onde é o sul de Rosário aqui, pra ser honesto. Tá, Celeste é mais ou menos assim, né? Se Rosário é aqui, seria mais ou menos aqui no meridional. Taran, taran. Cara, não vou matar Chocobo à toa, não. Achei. Príncipe Flé. Nossa, nível 38 esse treco. Isso é perigoso. Uhul! 12.000 de dinheiro.
Well, it's dead now. Whatever it was.
Mais um. E o outro tá no recanto da Marta de novo. Lara, lara, lararara. Só esqueci em qual parte do repouso que ele está. Será que é no Bosque Sombrio? Eu não lembro onde é que tem aquelas sentinelas por aqui.
Standards down. Nossa, eu não gosto que essa câmera fique forçando pro lado. Ah, vocês vão querer morrer mesmo? Sério? Cara, por aqui não tem aqueles bichos, certeza. Não, aqui também no Lago Leste não tem. Inclusive, cadê? No Icon do vento, será que eu uso menos? Descira um soco pra frente. Bato os 2 punhos no chão causando dano. O bloqueio tá aqui. Gostei disso.
Ele não dá o impulso se não tiver. Ok. Aqui, perto dessas pedras, talvez tenha esse bicho que eu tô procurando. Ou não. Fraquinhas demais. Aprendi a usar o Justiça Cega, pelo menos. Agora não é inútil. Cara, não é aqui também. O que bicho é aquele? Ah, é gente. Só se for aqui, ó, nessa região da Boa Angústia. Pode ser. Então é pra esquerda. Nossa, o povo tá comunicativo hoje, né? Tá dando até gosto. Não, é pra cá.
Stay sharp. Don't know when those bastards.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we?
It'll take ages to tidy all of this stuff up.
All right, Sid.
Nossa, esse lugar parece todo igual, caramba. Mato, junco. Seja o bicho que eu estou procurando. Isso, nice. Severino, série B. Desculpe, Severino, nada pessoal.
The hell is this thing doing out in the woods?
Você gosta de raio? Eu também gosto de raio. Severino do Zorra. Saudade do Paulo Silvino, inclusive. Aliás, do... Não, aquele era Paulo mesmo, Flávio é o filho. Ah, eu tava esquivando, caralho.
Raios e trovões.
From the ruins it came, and to ruin it returns.
Fiz a limpar todo o mapa.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Come on, Otto. Cough up.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Preste para boas viagens, medalhão do clérigo.
All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
Limpinho. Nice, Malgurim.
Jill looked white as a sheet when we put her.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Go on, then.
Ah, ela tinha espada de platina para vender. Sussurros do canalizador. Carrega ataques mágicos automaticamente e mantém a carga até eles serem lançados. O efeito do acessório só é ativado após a habilidade de magia carregada ser aprendida. Eu não aprendi ainda. Borlas Carmim. Aumenta a quantidade de geração de transcendência em 3 ao causar dano. Borlas Cobalto. Aumenta a quantidade de geração de transcendência em 6. 24.000. Ao receber dano. Ok, essa aqui eu não vou encher nunca. Nossa, 40.000 uma música, cara. É foda.
Finished, are you?
Minha senhora, a senhora rouba.
Back, are ya? So, will it be?
Aqui, ó. Sabia que dá pra fazer um desses cintos aqui. Só vou poder fazer um, né? Ah, não, vou poder fazer os dois. E não tinha uma arma também disso?
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Ah, não tem escarlatita. Oh, delícia. De acho. Equipamento lendário não melhora.
Anything else?
How's it coming along?
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? Sid's gonna chop off Kupka's head this time.
Yeah, she weren't like that.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then.
I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mate, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes.
Ah, que legal. A filha do Sid é engenheira aqui.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Sim.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about? Haven't you heard? Mid's back.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the... Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment...
It's paid. 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen. Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? Yeah. I'll see what I can do. Till I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
No andar de baixo. Eu acho que só desce pelo outro lado, é isso? Ah, que droga. Não, é pro outro lado. Ai, que ódio. designer de mapa desse lugar precisa de umas diquinhas, viu? Ok, vira aqui. Vai aqui. Cuca parece o Thanos sem ser azul.
How do, Master Sid?
Nem lembro da cara do David Gilmour.
Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, will all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is...
Eu não lembro da cara dele mesmo.
I see.
Tem que olhar.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Ai, que droga, que trabalho de courrier. Nem sei onde é que fica isso, peraí. Aqui. Tá mais perto pra ir a pé, droga. Me falta um teleporte ali. Não, é por aqui mesmo.
Come on. Faster.
Faster. Mas não vou matar nada, filho. Não adianta nem me atacar.
If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
Eu é que pergunto.
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Proposition.
Do
Não
you
proposal.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Is the least I can
Thank you
do.
kindly. And take care.
This shouldn't take long. Nice try. Farewell.
E Bodix!
Nice try.
Main quest fuleira.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been.
Can't live in the
I'm done
past.
saying a prayer for those that raised me. It's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
Ok.
That should take care of Mid's little list.
Pensar que nos RPG antigamente tinha que ir e voltar a pé o tempo todo. Hoje em dia temos o bom e velho teleporte.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Arthur's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
I can't wait.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Droga, essa porta nunca vai abrir. Ok.
Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
E cadê a Jill daqui que eu não tô vendo?
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a curse breaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose.
Deixa eu ligar meu celular pra carregar ali.
Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that he's doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Só peguei essa sub porque eu já tava aqui.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of Cursebreakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why
Relaxa,
we're
Cela.
doing
Bom
this,
descanso pra você.
what they
Tá de boa.
escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Ninho do dragão, ok.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
Relaxa, Dix.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories.
Muito Game of
They were
Thrones.
crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north.
Isso é muito Game of
Such was
Thrones.
his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. though Torgal's power is his own. His latent birthright as a Frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
Ah, que chata.
Brilliant.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I wish Miss Middledore would laugh.
Verdade, queria ter falado com a Hipócrates. Saco.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take a tour.
E aí, Daniel, como é que você tá, querida? Tudo bom? Tudo na mais bela beleza estonteante de Vossa Senhoria? Tô bem, bicho. Graças a Deus, tô bem.
Littlands have been up to their old. It's just one thing after another around here.
Não como você, mas gostaria. Ah, ele tá aqui.
Tame says he's looking for books about Torgal.
Tá largadão aí. Ai, uma delícia fazer live sentada na poltrona, bicho. Extremamente confortável. Tipo, é poltrona do papai, ó. Vai até pra trás, olha que delícia. Aí se eu não tô em live, eu boto as almofadas aqui, ó. Que delícia. Inclusive, ai. Lá ele 1000 vezes condenado.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting.
Olha que delícia. Nossa, isso aqui é maravilhoso. Melhor jeito de jogar, cara. Às vezes eu tô sentado aqui vendo TV e durmo aqui.
What subject shall we consider today?
Ela tá velhinha, mas é uma delícia.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Jogando não, né? Tava trabalhando, chegou agora? Já joguei no Xbox 360 e no PC. E tô jogando ele no Play, comecei ontem. Pelo menos eles se deram ao trabalho de botar a legenda em português agora. As versões originais não tinham. É bom, cara, mas tem uma história bem complexa. Chapada de chope? Já aproveita e mande foto pra mim no WhatsApp, já que está chapado de chope.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know it's a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne? Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute?
You have a minute.
We,
Have a
have a
minute.
guest.
A guest?
Cara, que delícia essa poltrona.
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure.
Ah, o tio dele?
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
Enquanto isso, no lustre do castelo, olha o tamanho desse cristal Mother.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to
Olha o
accept
Bahamut
their
aí.
fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must
A
insist
vadia.
on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time.
As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true.
Esse imperador é
Yet
doido.
for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Olha o quadro com o Bahamut voando lá em cima. Mano, que animal. Puta que pariu.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await
Wait
my
for my
orders.
orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
Nossa, você é muito escrota, bicho.
May Gregor forgive you.
Ela tá fazendo a cabeça dele.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true.
Falei? Cara, ela é muito vaca, bicho. Ela já acabou. Ela já matou um príncipe e agora quer matar outro, cara. Ela é louca. Só pro filho dela virar o príncipe. Cara, ela é muito vaca, bicho.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Uma subquest tá aqui, a outra subquest tá aqui, né? Vou fazer essa primeiro que parece mais interessante. Cara, tô bobo ainda com essa vaca. Como ela tá conseguindo ser uma puta de uma vilã?
Slavers don't even bother with Northreach now.
Por que eu digo isso? Porque eu não vejo a hora de eu matar ela. Isso significa que ela é uma boa vilã. Ambrosia.
Let's go. Come on. Straight home now. Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The Hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slavers' carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet. They're trying to get into the carriage. To me! Nice try.
La da 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 ba da da ba da.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. Safety. The life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Fazer 2 em 1, fazer as 2 quests, depois eu vou e reporto as 2. Gosto da música desse lugar.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. Rascal.
Soil and stone! This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep
Pronto, agora eu reporto as duas. Olha que delícia. Nossa, 1 hora. Ai, sugado pelo buraco do espaço-tempo quando eu tô fazendo jogo de RPG.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
Achei que você já tinha dormido.
I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Essa mulher, você falou como é que é a boca.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Talia trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives, and the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physiker's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Woohoo!
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours. All done?
Nossa, isso aqui parece animal. Tá, vou guardar ponto pra isso, mas vou trocar esse do triângulo que eu achei ruim. Ah, mas ele não tem a defesa. Tem que comprar, então eu vou ter que comprar a defesa, não vai ter jeito. Ou não. Ah, ok. Tá, eu tô viajando. Eu já tinha, mas tá bom. Comprei a versão mais forte.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop right here.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks.
Larguei o tio dele esperando até agora lá embaixo.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000? 2,000.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waloed friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Cara, ela é muito inteligente.
So it was the Waloeders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Candleward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Time waits for no man.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalimil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalimil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So...
Keep that in mind,
what
the
about
scientist
your
right.
uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart.
Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Ah, agora que eu vi, ele escapou aqui perto.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
Nossa, olha a música, bicho.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Enigma das Areias. Nossa, olha essa trilha sonora, bicho.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn Busto Blues sat in the sand, bawling like a baby. There she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Você tá com uma cara tão boa. Ah, ele tá aí.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Coitado desse garoto. O irmão dele tão perto dele, coitado.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead Skim, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Ai, caramba. Cara, é tão confortável jogar Final Fantasy assim.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Fênix. São fortinhos, aguentaram.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that! Titan!
É, mas nem tanto.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Nossa, que lindo.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine. Clive?
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before anyone.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Quest de fuçar. Agora eu vou salvar.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang.
Gente, obrigado a todo mundo que veio aí. Obrigado a quem ficou até o fim. Obrigado, Dix. Obrigado, Marcelo, que estava aí também. Ó, do nível 28 a gente foi pro nível 32. 4 níveis numa live, bicho. Lucro. Essa semana eu tento jogar um pouco mais de Final Fantasy. Espero que quem tá assistindo esteja gostando também. E é isso aí, gente. Bom descanso para todo mundo. Fiquem com Deus e até mais, gente.